Once upon a time in a faraway land, nestled between rolling hills and whispering trees, there lived a young girl named Oradein. Her name echoed through the village like the chime of a distant bell, known by all for her gentle heart and inquisitive mind. But tonight, those same streets and homes that knew her so well were cloaked in a heavy silence. The night was heavy with silence. Clouds swallowed the moon, and the stars hid behind their veils. All around, the village was swallowed in darkness. Even the crickets had grown quiet, as though the world itself held its breath. Oradein walked carefully, a small candle cup in her hands. It was not grand, nor tall. Its flame was small, a fragile tongue of light swaying in the night. But it was all she had to guide her steps. The wind stirred. A gust brushed against her face and tried to snatch the flame away. The candle bent, flickered wildly, yet still it held on. Another gust came, fiercer this time. The flame stretched thin, trembling as if it would vanish. But then it steadied again. Ora frowned. "This candle is weak," she whispered. "Why will it not go out?" As if in answer, a faint glow appeared beside her. Out of the darkness, a figure emerged, tall, radiant, and clothed in flame that shimmered like molten gold. A salamander, a being of flame, stood before her. Its eyes burned gently, not to harm, but to reveal. And its voice rose with a warmth that filled the night. "Child, what you carry is not weakness. This little flame endures because it is born of will, and pure will cannot be extinguished." Ora looked at the candle again. She saw it differently now, not as fragile, but as faithful. No matter how many times the wind tried to claim it, the flame returned, steady and alive. The salamander lifted its fiery hand, and the flame in her candle grew brighter. It danced higher, no longer trembling, but burning with confidence. "Understand this," the being continued. "When the heart burns with pure will, darkness has no victory. Winds may test it, storms may challenge it, but nothing can erase what is true." Ora felt the words strike deep within her. She remembered moments of struggle in her own lifetimes. She thought she was too small, too weak, too alone. Yet somehow, she always rose again. Her flame had never truly gone out. The salamander's voice echoed, "Do not despise the small light, Ora, for it is not size that gives power, but purity. And purity of will shines brighter than fire without purpose." The candle in her hands glowed as though alive, casting its light further into the night. Shadows that once pressed close now retreated, giving her room to breathe. Ora smiled softly. She realized the flame was more than wax and wick. It was a reflection of her own spirit, a light that no storm could claim, so long as her will remained true. The salamander bowed, its fiery body dissolving back into the night air. Only the candle remained, steady and unwavering in her grasp. As she continued walking, Ora whispered to herself, "I will guard this flame, and I will guard the will it represents." And so Oradein continued her journey through the dark village, her small flame cutting through the encompassing gloom. Each wavering flicker became a testament to her spirit, each steady burn a promise to herself. She was small, yes, but her will was pure, and that made her strong. The wind might blow, the branches might sway, but as long as she held her ground, her inner flame would continue to shine. The night wore on, and with the first hint of dawn, the darkness began to recede. The clouds parted, revealing the soft glow of the rising sun. The timid chirping of birds echoed in the awakening trees. As the light of day chased away the shadows, Aura's journey through the village ended at her own doorstep. Looking down at her candle, she saw not just a flickering flame, but a reflection of her own strengths. The experience of the night had been a trial, but it had revealed something powerful within her. She was smaller than most, yes, but she possessed a will that no darkness could consume. As she stepped into the safety of her home, Oradein knew she carried something far greater than a simple candle flame. She had found a deeper understanding of herself, a wellspring of determination that would guide her through the rest of her life. The salamander's words echoed in her heart, reminding her that true power lay not in size or circumstance, but in the purity of one's will. With this newfound perspective, Oradein was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, knowing that as long as her inner flame burned bright, no darkness could truly prevail. From that day forward, Oradein carried herself differently. Her eyes, once filled with innocent curiosity, now held a newfound determination. Her steps, once light and carefree, now exuded a quiet confidence. She understood that the world might underestimate her because of her size, but it was that very underestimation that allowed her inner strengths to burn all the brighter. When faced with challenges, Oradein didn't shrink into herself. Instead, she stood tall, her chin lifted, her gaze unwavering. She had learned that the most powerful flames are often born from the smallest sparks. And so Oradein became known not just as a small girl from the village, but as someone whose spirit burned with an unquenchable light. People began to seek her out, drawn to the quiet strengths that radiated from her. She became a beacon of hope for those who felt overshadowed, a reminder that true power comes not from size or status, but from the unwavering flame of one's determination. As the years passed, Oradein's story became a legend whispered on the winds that rustled through the village. It was a tale that gave courage to the downtrodden, strength to the weary, and hope to those who dared to dream. And all because a small girl with a pure heart and a tiny candle had the courage to walk into the darkness and find her own inner light. The choice, my friends, is entirely ours. So don't complain about the present circumstance. Just listen to your intuition and make the best of it. You can comment, like, and subscribe to this channel for more beautiful stories with life lessons.